Welcome back. Another massive episode of Girls Next Door and Hole. How lucky are we? Guys, I don't think we're going to top the guest that I have sitting next to me right now.
No, I don't think so.
I honestly, I think not only is it our biggest guest so far,
Yes.
we're never going to get another bigger guest again.
I don't think that's possible.
Our dad,
Bobby
Davey.
Peace.
Double
Double
peace
peace.
signs. Yeah, dude.
Amazing.
We love that from you. How are you, Dad?
Not bad, Steph.
Yeah, thanks
How
for
are you?
joining us. Good, man. Good.
Good, man.
We actually just spent the morning together, didn't we?
Yes.
Doing what? Tell the people.
We went horse riding out at Bonio.
We did. And you know what? And we were saying this obviously the other day, Hole.
Yeah.
I feel like dads are so hard to buy for. You've got the jocks and the socks, but then outside of that, what do you actually buy dads,
No.
really?
Yeah.
So an experience, we were like, how good is a genuinely fun experience to be able to buy and take somebody on?
For sure. And we were thinking of ideas of like what we could do. We're like go-karting, bungee jumping, which we knew that Dad would have a heart attack if we did that.
Parachuting.
Parachuting.
Well, this is all, again, well, I haven't actually said this, but thanks to RedBalloon, we obviously were able to go horse riding this morning.
Yeah.
But also they had all these other amazing experiences. One of them that we were going to choose, but it would have been really hard to film.
Oh my
was
God.
the what
Shark
was it?
diving
Yes, it was.
at the aquarium.
So it would have been controlled. Would you do it?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about, really.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I feel like on the day you'd shit yourself.
No. In the surf, I'd shit myself, but not at the aquarium.
So do you reckon you'd do it?
Yeah, I would have done it.
Because at the start when we were like, hey, Dad, we're going to take you on this experience, you were like, oh, this isn't going to be much chop. And then once we were done and we've got the footage to prove it, you loved it.
It was good. It was good fun. Anyone could really do it.
Yeah.
Even getting on the horse and off the horse.
They made it so
They made
easy.
it so easy, yeah, so it was good.
And why are dads so hard to buy for? What's that about?
When you're 65 years old, I don't need a lot. So
So then experiences are kind of a good option.
experiences are a good option.
All right.
yeah.
So if we do this again, what would you be opting for? You get to choose anything. You think about all the things that RedBalloon had up.
Mm.
What was like top 3?
I would have shit myself, but you could have thrown me out of an aeroplane.
You would have actually done it.
I would have done it.
RedBalloon?
Well, as you said, the aquarium, I would have done that.
There was knife throwing.
Yes.
Oh, come on. You're the one that was like, let's do knife throwing
When?
the other week.
Because you were looking through their site and you were looking at all the stuff because you were saying,
he was so prepared. We got to his house like the other week. We walked in, he's sitting on the couch and he's got these new Bloodstone shoes and he's tapping them away. And we're going, what are they? And he goes, just wearing in my new boots for the horse ride.
I'm wearing my new horse riding boots.
And the whole time Dad thought we were going to take him somewhere else. He thought we were telling him it was horse riding and he'd be like, you're going to throw me out of a plane, aren't you?
Well, we drove past St Kilda where they actually land, and I thought, oh, you are going to... You're going to do a Yui and you're going to take me, instead of horse riding, you're going to take me and throw me out of a plane.
Yeah.
But you were actually kind of like, you're not going to make me do it, are you? Because I'd do it. And we were like, yeah.
Sometimes the older you get, the less guts you've got. It's something I really like to do before I go.
Die. Really?
But you wouldn't bungee
You want to
jump.
jump out of a plane?
Yeah. I love tattoos too, but I'm too scared to get one in case I cry.
Well, I wonder if RedBalloon do tattoos. We could go get your whole back done.
That's the other problem.
Go on.
Where you put a tattoo.
I know. Yeah, it's hard.
So
It's hard work.
Yeah, that's probably why I never got one.
Yeah, fair.
But
Yeah.
I do love them. I think they're good.
So all in all, today, this morning's experience with RedBalloon at the horse riding, thoughts?
I didn't want to go past a walk,
Yeah.
really. I could have probably gone to a canter,
Yeah.
but a gallop or a trot or what's
No.
what's
So it goes,
higher, a trot
it's
or a
walk,
canter?
it's walk, trot, canter, gallop.
Yes.
Well, I'd go to a trot,
Yeah.
but then again,
would you really?
or the walk, it was hurting enough, so I don't know what a trot would do.
At the start, you were complaining about that a bit.
I had to readjust myself a little bit just to
It's
walk
disgusting. Would you do it again?
down the track, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how
Down the
about the
track.
idea of an experience again? Would you do that again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
gift,
yeah.
right?
Oh, of course.
Love it. Love it. Okay. Well, we got plenty more stories where that all came from. Before we do, though, we're the girls next door. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, send it to all your friends because that's what good neighbours do. Now, I've got a list of stories / memories from either when we were kids or currently or whatever. I'm going to give you some clues on them and you're going to talk to them. The first one we're going to touch on, Dad calls us the Mayo Sisters.
Oh, my God.
Which is hilarious. Mayo meaning mayonnaise, meaning we put mayonnaise in everything, meaning we talk shit when we tell stories. We absolutely do not. And to be honest, if we get that from anyone, it's you. Because for you to say that when the house burnt down, that there was a roast chicken sitting there waiting for you.
Perfectly cooked. Roast chook.
Perfectly cooked.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Take us back, though. Take us back. So set the scene.
That occasion, it wasn't really mayo. And every story that you tell is factual, but you might just get some things wrong.
Well, something's wrong, 100%. I thought you were going to say I put a bit more mayo on it. But something's wrong. Well, Dad, because we don't remember, how old was I when the house burnt down?
You were probably 3 months old, 4 months old.
Right. So really you expect my memory to be sharp from then?
No, but you could listen when I tell a story.
Okay, so now's your chance. Set the scene.
Okay. I turned the heater on.
Yeah.
I went to work. Nathan was left playing video games or whatever. He never used to play them much, but he was only a baby. He was only little.
Yeah.
And as it turned out, the fire on the wall furnace, it heated some insulation in the ceiling.
Right.
And the fire went straight through the roof.
Yeah.
And Nathan ran down to his mum and said, I can't get the video going or whatever it was, the video game. And Mum came out into the lounge room. There was smoke everywhere. And the night before, we just bought a pigeon pair stainless steel refrigerator freezer combination. It was huge. And I put a chicken in it.
A frozen chicken.
It was the only thing in it, really. A chicken in it. And I put it in the freezer to see if it would freeze to make sure it was working. And the next morning, I opened the door and I knocked on the chicken, and it was hard as a rock. I thought, well, the freezer works.
Beautiful.
So I went to work after turning the heater on, and the house burnt down. The next day, Mum said, "Can you go to the kitchen and see if my bag's there?" Well, there was nothing there. There was nothing there.
To the ground.
Right, to the ground. Your story was that I opened the fridge and there was a roast chicken inside the fridge. That didn't happen. There was no fridge.
Oh, the fridge had burnt.
But the chicken was in the charcoal and in the embers. And I've moved the leg and the thigh out, and all these juices ran out of it. And I thought, oh my God, I wouldn't mind having a go at that.
That has got to be bullshit,
and
surely.
It's a true story.
That has got to be bullshit.
It's a true story, but I didn't eat it.
That's definitely bullshit.
And I was a big bastard then.
You
so
were.
I
Were you a 7XL then?
About 370 pounds, yeah.
Yeah.
Mum had a different story. Mum said that she was the one to smell the smoke, but then you've told the fireman that it was your son, so that they could make Nathan the superhero.
You made Nathan the hero of the story.
No, the Herald Sun made him the hero. They interviewed me and said, I believe Nathan knew there was a fire. He went and woke his mum up. She went and got Steph, and they ran out of the house, and he saved their life. And I said, no. I said, he couldn't get his video game started. And then Paula walked out and saw the smoke.
Yeah.
Grabbed both the kids and put them next door. Then she grabbed the hose, ran towards the house, and the glass in the windows were literally melting.
Yeah, right.
And then they exploded.
Yeah.
And then the house burnt down. But by the time I got there, the firemen were rolling up their hoses, and I didn't even know if you or Nathan were alive or Mum.
Yeah.
But, I could have got a new wife.
You could have.
Yeah, I couldn't get a new kid.
Yeah,
true story.
But he's like, then Brianna came along and she was
I'm glad I didn't get a new wife, because otherwise I wouldn't have Brianna.
She came along a lot later.
Yeah, she did come along a lot later. Okay, now, based off this morning's great experience, so how, again, we went horse riding, you mentioned one of the other activities you would do is go shark diving. You have a story with Uncle Bushpig, one of the scariest moments of your life.
Urquhart's Bluff.
Yeah.
Really? Was it Urquhart's?
I think it was Urquhart's, yeah.
No,
don't tell me no. I'm telling the f***ing story. And it was all of a sudden, back in the day, there was an ad, and it was a Westpac chopper. And in the ad, the chopper would hover there and say something to the surfers, and the surfers would wave to the chopper. Well, this thing has hovered 30 metres from us, 40 metres from us. And we're all sort of mimicking the ad. And all of a sudden, a siren goes off and the guy driving the helicopter says, there's 3 medium-sized sharks where we're hovering. Don't panic.
Oh.
Well, me and Rattler went, fuck this. We just started paddling in like imbeciles.
Started panicking. Yeah,
we panicked. And the Bushpig, Mum's brother, he was paddling out. And the end of the set was sort of there, and we're belly boarding in so we didn't fall off.
Yeah, 100%.
And the Bushpig's gone, what's going on? And we said, there's sharks out there. Well, the poor bastard was stuck out there for 15 minutes. We're pissing ourselves laughing on the beach. But
what's the helicopters doing?
Well, they f***ed off. But we were all just really worried about him. And, you should have seen him. It was so funny. It was so funny.
I can imagine. If anyone doesn't know, that's our uncle. And, of all people for that to happen to, it's such a Bushpig story because he would have been in absolute tears.
A funny man, the Bushpig.
Oh, isn't he? I feel like you'd have 100 million stories from the Bushpig.
Is that where you also caught your 15-foot wave?
No.
That's bullshit, by the way. You've never caught a 15
boards at Bells once.
Okay.
And I've got a 100% record. Paddled for one wave. I got one ride. I shipped myself and I got out.
How big was it?
I wasn't that big that day, but the 15-foot wave was at Anglesea Back Beach.
It can't get that big, Dad.
Don't tell me. I was there.
Mate, it's 15. That's huge.
Huge. It was huge.
Yeah, exactly.
And anyway, I think it was your cousin Colin, who's not with us anymore, God love him. There was no surf on the West Coast. But for some reason on the radio in those days, they said, for some reason there's a big swell picking up at Anglesea. Yeah. And Anglesea just dumps normally. So we paddled out near the Lifesaving Club. He was in front of me by about 5 metres, say. And he paddled over the first wave of this set and I just climbed over it. He went to go over the second wave of the set and he struggled to get over it and I thought, I'm gone here. But I could see the third wave of the set behind the second wave. Oh, and I got over the second wave and I just looked and I thought, I'm fucking dead here. And this thing hit me on the head. I said a prayer. I thought, I'm dying.
You said a prayer?
Yeah, none of yous would have been born.
Oh, right.
But it was weak. It was just, it had no guts in it.
Yeah, okay.
What was your prayer?
Fucking, don't let me die.
Pretty good prayer.
Yeah, it worked. Okay. I didn't die. I'm still here.
That's true. That's true.
The one prayer he's made in his life.
All right. Sometimes you find religion.
Yeah,
100%. Especially in those moments. They're like the moments that you actually do lock in. You're like, okay, you gaslight God.
Don't let me fucking die.
Yeah, God, if you're real.
When you see a wall of water that big coming at you, you think,
you'd pray to anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely dying here.
You are known for the amount of South Melbourne Market dimmies you've eaten in your life.
Yeah.
Number one.
Go on. You've got the floor, mate.
Okay. Always loved the dimmies.
Absolutely.
Got brought up on them. My father went there years before probably I was born. From when I was little, I grew up on them. Or by the time I was 9 years old, I was 90 kilo.
Guys, we have photo evidence of this too. It's outrageous.
And I had my first dozen South Melbourne Market dim sims when I was 9 years old. But they were a work of art in those days. Now,
were they?
A work of art?
In which way, Dad?
Oh, they were beautiful.
Yeah, just to look at.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
They were really nice. They were really good. Now they're mass produced, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But they're still nice.
Their spring rolls were so good too, weren't they?
Yeah, spring rolls were good. Anyway, long story short, after a footy game once, I was a little bit hungry and I had 15 fried, which the fried were much harder to eat than the steamed. The steamed used to go down a bit easier because they were softer. But I reckon I could have eaten 25 that day. I didn't even try.
On.
Didn't even try. Could have swallowed them whole.
I was a shocking pig.
You were actually, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
What was that party trick that you could do?
Which one?
Oh, God, here we go, Flex. The hot dogs or the sausage?
Yeah, I don't think that was such a great effort. I wouldn't swallow them because anyone.
Yeah, see, I think I said that you would swallow them whole.
This is the mayo I talk about. If they get caught in your throat, in your windpipe, you're dead.
Oh, God.
But see, I was lucky I didn't really have a gag reflex.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
But one did
Crickets.
break one day, and I had
All
to
right.
reach in
Okay.
and grab it, and I just got it. But I was at the Royal Melbourne Show once, and they had super dogs, and they were about yay big, and I've just dropped one. And my mate Rattler, he was vomiting in the Mad Mouse because he couldn't cop it. But I stopped doing that. It was I haven't done that for many years. I haven't done that since I saw a woman on the internet, and it put me to shame. So I thought, not doing the hot dogs anymore.
I thought, can't compete.
So weird. I
That's
don't want to
true.
ask what you're watching.
Oh, God.
I feel like we've got so many stories with you that we could rattle off. They're so
I
funny.
know.
It wasn't the Royal Melbourne Show, but where was it? Not Disneyland. We've never been to Disneyland. That's a lie.
the
Movie World.
Movie World with Batman.
Yeah. We're up on the stage and it was really hot. It was like 40 odd degrees. It was a really tough day and there was no shade and there was no nothing.
Yeah.
So I took Nathan and you up to the stage where there was some shade and we sat there and all of a sudden the show started and there was an explosion and all this like debris hit the stage right near us and I thought, geez, what was that? And then all of a sudden I look up and Batman's abseiling down the wall and I'm looking straight up his clacker and I'm like, what's going on here? And he's landed right next to us, right here, and he looked and went, move. And I went, get f***ed, Batman. I thought, there's no way I'm moving.
I'm not getting out of the
And,
shade.
and, you know, Batman shit himself.
Did he?
Yep. Didn't have a go. Didn't
You
do
kidding?
nothing.
Well,
No.
Dad,
Didn't
probably
have a go.
because there were hundreds of kids watching Batman.
So if
He
you
didn't
ever-
want to fight some old guy on the
No,
side of the
I wasn't
stage.
old then, so if you ever need a superhero, I'm
Oh, Huey the baby elephant. Oh, unreal.
I've sort of got one. And you probably know more about this one, Steph, but speaking of dress ups and everything, New Year's Eve.
Are you
And that
thinking
time-
the year 2000?
No, I'm thinking the millennial.
The year 2000.
Is that what you were thinking? Do you know, am I thinking what you're thinking, B1?
B2, the millennial meaning the year 2000?
Yes, but do you know what I'm talking about? What story?
Dad's millennial fart.
Can I say something?
Please do.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
The millennial fart.
How do you remember that?
Because your fart went for about 3 minutes and
Did
it was
not.
it stunk
The-
out
the-
the whole house.
Mayo, no.
Absolutely.
No,
we literally all
no,
left.
No, but I wasn't very proud of that. That's why it was called the millennial fart.
It was shocking. I remember the countdown.
You were
10,
you were proud of a fart.
9.
No, because the wind, we were all sitting in a row and the wind was blowing that way and everyone was sitting that way. And I've let one rip, which, you know, was unusual.
Can I just, sorry, not that
He's
I
like,
love-
because I,
Think of the
he's
story
like,
now.
it's unusual because I
Anyway.
never fart.
Everyone stood up that way. The wind's blowing this way. Everyone down that way stood up and went, oh, you're kidding, aren't you? It went against the wind. It was the greatest fart of all time. And it was dubbed the millennial fart.
You dubbed it that.
it was
What else do you want me
dubbed.
to dub it?
No, I mean, yeah, I get it. But my memory of it wasn't even that. My memory of it was that it just went for about 30 seconds and we were like, is this going to end?
No, you make me sound like a real grubber, yeah, but, you know, it just,
You were proud of that fart, Dad. Don't make yourself.
yeah, but mine don't usually stink.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
okay,
I
we
don't
should-
know
let's
why
not
we
get
call
into
you that.
detail.
Well, everyone farts, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
We
Dad.
can
They
move on
do.
from farts. We can
Well,
get
you started it.
I did start it.
You know, one of my fondest memories?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
No, this was like a real proud, oh my God, that's my dad. You know?
I know what you're going to say.
Which-
What?
Tell me.
The bomb competition.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yes.
unbelievable.
There's 2 times I've never seen my kids more proud of me. The bombing competition.
Yeah.
And I played a game in my 40s at the Colts, and I remember you ran out to me, and I kicked 4 or 5 goals. I smacked the bloke I was on, and you come out and hugged me and said, "Dad, I'm
Love
so
you or
proud of
something.
you. I love you." Yeah, and yeah, those 2 times. But yeah, the bombing competition.
Tell us about the bombing competition. That was honestly one of my greatest memories.
I was about 160 odd kilo,
Huge, man. Huge, man.
and the bomb competition. There was hundreds of people there, and I've gone out about 110 in line, and I had to go off the 3 metre board, and I stood on the end of the board, and the fucking thing nearly hit the water. I was that heavy. And I've launched myself off the board and I did a layback, just a little layback like this. And I thought I almost went in straight. And apparently it really made a big splash. And the guy running the show said, "You're winning the boogie board at the moment." Yeah, there was a Coca-Cola boogie board.
I feel like we've still got it.
We have. It's under the caravan.
Yeah.
And he said, "You're winning." Anyway, another 40, 50 people go through and I'm still winning. All of a sudden, this young bloke, he runs off the 3-metre tower, not the board.
Ah.
And he does some fancy flip and he makes this big splash and the bloke goes, "You're no longer winning."
What?
Ooh,
Really?
I remember this. I remember this. It was like a countdown. It
And
was
I went-
crazy.
I would have been.
"You're kidding." He said, "No." He said, "But if you want to go again, you can go again." I said, "Can I go off the platform instead
Did you
of
go
the
up
board?"
higher or no? Am I making that part up?
No, it wasn't so much higher, but it was just off a solid, like concrete
Yeah, surface.
surface.
Yeah.
And he went, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay." So I've gone up there. All the kids are going, "Run and jump, Dad." Like this
Oh,
guy.
we were going off on the sidelines.
And I'm like, "Nah." So I just stepped up to the edge. I've done another little layback, which is just like you're basically going straight and you lay back at the last second.
Yeah,
I thought I went in straight
yeah,
and I thought I pin dropped
yeah.
and I thought I made an absolute arsehole of myself.
Yeah.
And there was a big bloke on the side of the pool who was bigger than me.
Impossible.
And he was huge. And I've come out of the water because it's 18, 20 foot deep, this, whatever it is. And I've come out of the water and I look up and there's this big bloke on the side of the pool going, "That was the greatest fucking bomb I've ever fucking seen. The water hit the fucking roof."
And it
The
did.
roof was 120 fucking feet in the air.
It was.
All of a sudden, the bloke with the boogie board's gone, "No one's fucking beating that, mate."
Yeah.
I know all the kids are, my kids are jumping on me going, "Dad, you champion." And I was pretty proud of that. Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
I was pretty proud of
And
that.
we still have that boogie board. I think it's like
Literally.
covered in mold now, but we
We're
can't
like
throw it
holding
out.
onto
We're
it.
like, nah, that's the greatest
Yeah,
trophy.
red boogie board with the Coca-Cola emblem on the
Bree's,
top.
like we've all won some pretty cool awards.
Yeah.
Bree's literally played for her country for the Matildas, and I swear to God, that boogie board tops every award any of us have
100%.
ever won.
Yeah, well, you should look after it a bit more.
Oh, here we go. Domestic. We're going to have one. We're going to have a
And
domestic.
not only that, we've got that many boards up at Angle. I don't want to get into it, but you've got to get rid of some of them or it's just,
Can't. They're sentimental. Get rid of your boogie board then.
I don't go in the water anymore. I'm scared of those grey things that eat people.
The sharks. Yeah.
I'm done.
That was also one of the greatest comebacks of all time. That's another moment we were really proud of you when you lost all that weight and you ran the
mountain to surf.
mountain to surf.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
That was awesome.
And then because you lost all that weight, the girls helped me. Bree and Holly helped me, but I
yeah.
shaped you a board.
And it was a great effort and it was a great.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No.
Here we
and
go.
It was a great thing you did for me, but the bastard kept going to the left when you paddled it.
You know what?
He did not.
It was not. That was my board. The board that I rode when I did my first fucking surf
Competition.
comp. It was the most embarrassing thing ever because we ended up naming it the Nosediver.
Yeah, my board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. But you got to understand too. Both
So,
my shoulders
No
were
offense,
shot,
Steph.
so I couldn't really paddle. But it was a beautiful thing you did.
Yeah, because guys, I'd just like to preface this with this was like a 9-foot, 9'6", handmade. It's got Huey across the back because that's Dad's nickname. It's got the lyrics of one of his favourite songs.
Yeah, the tattoo is going to get.
There you go, Brian
Brian
Adams.
Adams. Everything I do it for you.
Yeah,
No.
of course it's dramatic.
For the family.
It wasn't like
Yeah, for the
that.
family.
Yes, what's the lyric? Tell us the lyric.
I'd fight for you. I'd lie for you. Walk the wire for you. I'd die for you.
Great.
Yes,
we're all going to
mad.
cry.
Love that.
Unbelievable.
I
lyrics.
love
That's, but I'm too scared to get a tattoo.
Yeah,
so that's why we put it on your board.
So we
Yeah.
put it on your surfboard and then you surfed it a couple of times with Rattler once you dropped all the weight.
Oh yeah, and I remember I was paddling, and it was like paddling a brick. And,
What?
And all you hear is Steph, "Paddle, Dad." I'm like, "Shut the up. Just let me paddle, will you?"
Yeah, well, how do you think we feel when we're playing sport?
And then Dad would be like, "Well, I can't fucking paddle because look at Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
Mind
yeah.
you, they're a couple like in their 70s just trying to frolic
Romeo.
100 metres from him, but he's got this spatial anxiety
I get
and he
that
doesn't
from
want to
you.
hit anyone.
I get that from
But
Dad
the
for
way
sure.
it comes out is like he's angry at them for existing. He's
Literally.
like, Romeo and Juliet are in the fucking water. And I was like, well, Dad, they're just going for a swim. Anyone's allowed here.
And you weren't even
And
close
they're
to
not
Romeo
even
and Juliet.
close to you.
Yeah.
But they didn't belong there.
It's a free world, man. They can go wherever they want.
Tell a local surfer that when you go out in the water and they say it's their surf spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry to all you surfers out there.
What about that time you were at the footy and there was obviously a punch on because you guys were bloody known for that, and you bit your own thumb?
No, again, Mayo, you've just got...
Oh, you've told us this, though.
No. Remember the club I told you about, the Fitzroy Social Club, and we'd go to Topolino's Pizza. I ended up in a altercation one night there, and it used to be really crowded, and I was heavy at the time, but I wasn't huge. I didn't get to the huge stage. I was still big. I was always big. And I was walking through the crowd, and I stepped on this guy's toe. And I don't know if he had a sore toe, but he's gone, oh, he went really
Inappropriate.
yeah, he went off. And I said, oh, look, mate, I'm sorry, it's crowded. I didn't mean to step on your toe. And he went, you fucking. He was really giving it to me. And I went, mate, honestly, I didn't mean to step on your toe. And he's had another go. And I've just gone, oh. I went like that. And as I showed him the side of my chin,
You stepped on his toe again.
he just went and he cracked me right on the jaw. And I didn't feel it.
No, my
And
dad.
I just went like that. And I looked at him and he went, oh, no, what have I done? And I started chasing him towards the bar.
Superhero Huey.
And I'm just throwing him. And I thought, I'm going to put you right over the bar here. And I was going to hit him with an uppercut. And the bouncers grabbed me and there were hands everywhere. So I thought, nah, this. So I saw a thumb and I bit it as hard as I could. It was fucking my thumb. Oh, it hurt. I nearly bit my thumb off. I've still got the scar there. But that did happen, yeah.
And we don't condone fighting, though.
Unless
Just lie. Please
No,
lie.
no, yeah, fighting's bullshit, but sometimes going through life you have to defend yourself.
Yeah, like when I was in year 2 and a teacher spoke to me the wrong way and you said, you know what you do there? Put one on her chin. And I thought, Dad, I'm literally 10 years old. And then Steph was 27 years old,
Yeah.
teaching. The principal said something. Dad said, you know what you do?
Yeah, but you don't want to be bullied by anyone.
Yeah, that's true too.
That is true.
And
But maybe use
you don't
words.
you don't have
We
to
can start with words.
you don't have to put it on their chin, but you put them back in their place.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fuck 'em.
That's true. We're feeling
Good
proud now.
advice.
That makes sense, actually.
Don't let anyone stand over you.
Okay. All right. So on that, we're going to go into letters. Letters from the letterbox.
Wonderful.
Are you ready?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see. All right, Dad. So we're moving on to letters from the letterbox. Basically, it's just a bunch of submissions that our audience have written in, but we've kept the ones that have anything to do with, fatherly advice or dad kind of questions, because we obviously always knew you were going to come on at some point.
Okay.
Holly's got the first one.
I've got the first one, and this is from our neighbour, Sophie. And the letter is called Dad's Approval Test.
Mm.
Okay. My dad does this thing where he tests every boyfriend my sister and I bring home. He'll ask what footy team they go for, what they do for work, whether they can reverse a trailer, and then he'll make some blunt comment just to see how they handle it. He thinks it's funny. We think it's humiliating. My current boyfriend is lovely but very soft-spoken, and I know Dad's going to eat him alive if I bring him over. Dad says if a guy can't handle a bit of pressure from him, he won't be able to handle life with me. Is the dad test funny and protective, or is it just rude? How do I get him to ease up?
Tell him to pull his head in.
The dad?
Yes.
Really?
100%. Listen, with your partners,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
if you love them, I love them.
Yeah, you've always been like that. What if they come into your house, though, and they just kind of walk by out into the kitchen past you at your chair?
Yeah, well, that's fucking rude.
It is.
Yeah.
So is there some level of a dad test then?
You know a good bloke when you see one, I reckon.
Okay, yeah.
I go on what you guys feel. I've done it with Bree. I've done it with you. I've done it with you. if you love them, then I love them. And the problem is I get attached too.
I know. And to be
Yeah,
fair,
you
they
do.
actually
And-
all get attached to you.
And when you break up, it fucking kills me.
I remember the first time, well, obviously when I went through my first breakup, my partner and I at the time were together like almost 4 years. It was my first like partner, first everything. And once we broke up, we hadn't spoken for a while. And the first thing he says to me when he sees me is, "How's your dad?"
Mm.
And I was like, "How's my fucking dad?" That was me, mate.
Yeah, but I didn't think I had that much influence.
No, you did. You did. I feel like you did on pretty
Why?
much all of our boyfriends, I reckon.
Yeah, totally.
Like even with you and your ex.
Oh, my
Steph.
first boyfriend, yeah, unfortunately, he lost his dad young.
Yeah.
And I remember that when we broke up and you picked me up because I was living in Sydney at the time and you drove me all the way back down to
Picked her
Melbourne.
up from Sydney.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Hey, it's a dad's job, really. And he texted me and I was expecting the text to be something like, "This is the hardest thing in my life. Like, I already miss you," or
Oh,
something.
no, this makes me feel sort of sick,
and
though.
he messaged me and he said, "I feel like I've lost my dad for the second time."
Yeah.
And I was like, then he said, "I'm going to miss your dad so much."
Well, we go.
And I was like,
And you're like,
I'm waiting for that. "I'm going to miss you too" text. Back to this letter from the letterbox.
Sorry, yeah.
So what if this dad in this scenario is like, I'm not into this bloke?
honestly, I don't think it's any of my business. You've got to choose your partner. I think if a father picks up that the guy's a goose,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Then game
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
But if the guy's a decent guy and
Mm.
and he's having pressure put on him,
Not fair.
I don't think it's fair.
Okay.
yeah.
If Sophie really likes this bloke,
Mm.
then she should tell her dad to fuck off
Okay.
and mind his own fucking business.
So should she give him context? Not to say, "Dad,
Just
fuck
say,
off"?
Dad, no, well, just say, "Dad, I like this guy
Yeah.
and I'm gonna stick with him. Shut the fuck up."
Okay. There you
Well,
go,
I'm
Sophie.
sorry, but that's just like you would say to me.
We wouldn't say
We
it
probably
like that.
wouldn't say shut the fuck up.
What?
We don't swear much, Dad. What the?
Pig's ass, you don't.
We would not say to you, "Shut the fuck up." We would say,
You said shut the fuck up to me today in the car on the way back from the horse riding.
because you told me to fuck up or something like that.
Oh,
So Sophie just needs to basically talk to her dad and say, "I really like this guy. He's also a little bit quiet. So can you just back off?"
without using the language I used, yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go. We've got there.
Good
We've
one.
got there, Soph.
There
Good
you go,
luck,
Soph.
girlie. All right, now I've got one and it's called A Man's Lawnmower. And this is written in by Brooke.
I bought a new lawnmower last week, actually.
Oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
is the perfect timing.
A Masport.
Sponsor
Come
us.
on,
No.
that's not for
Get on
free.
board, Masport.
That's it. All right. My dad hates lending things out, tools, trailers, chargers, anything.
Mm.
But the big one is his lawnmower. He has always said a man should have his own lawnmower, which I thought was dramatic until this week. My boyfriend's mower broke, so I asked Dad if he could borrow his. He said no about 5 times, but I kept bugging him and eventually he caved. My boyfriend used it once and somehow broke it. He says he doesn't know what happened. It just stopped working, which is exactly the kind of sentence that will make my dad see red. Now I have to tell Dad that the boyfriend he already thinks is useless has broken the one thing he never wanted to lend out in the first place. Does my boyfriend offer to replace it, pay to fix it, or do I just change my name and leave the family?
This is so Dad. Dad,
is so you, Cody.
so you. He could have something for 20 years and then someone touches it or looks at it and it breaks and he would be like, "What have you fucking done to it?"
Or same thing with the TV. He'll turn it on, something will happen and he'll go, "Who fucked the TV?" And you're going, "What? I don't live here."
Yeah, but look, there's a lot of things that could happen, but I don't know what sort of job this guy's got,
Yeah,
what he earns.
yeah.
But if he broke the mower, either fix it or replace it. And then the father say thank you and
And move on with
life
life.
goes on.
Right, okay. So do you think then in this scenario, he already thinks that the boyfriend is useless? Do you think that's going to make it worse for his case?
Personally, if I was the father and
Yeah.
I thought this guy was useless and he broke my mower,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
as long as he fixed it, I wouldn't give a fuck. You could piss him off down the track and I've still got a new mower.
What about if it's more just like he doesn't buy you a new mower?
Mm.
He just goes, "I tried to turn it on and it's just now not turning on."
I don't know.
And then says it's a shit lawnmower anyway.
Or then you fucking then you'd say, listen, mate, I got a Mazport, mate.
It's not shit, trust me.
But basically, advice to Brooke would be just to tell her boyfriend to offer to fix it if he doesn't.
Look, Brooke, if you're keen on this bloke, tell him to put his hand in his pocket
Yep.
and buy your old man a new mower.
There you go.
At the end of the day, it might cost you $700, but if he loves you and you love him, who gives a fuck?
Yep. Perfect.
Amazing.
Just tell him to buy a new mower, keep the
Buy
family
a new
happy.
mower, keep everything cool, and you'll be all right.
I love that. I love that. That actually brings us to the end of our letterbox.
Yes, true. And now we're moving on to
Confessions.
Ooh.
I'm not fucking confessing to nothing.
I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Okay, Dad, so we've got confessions now.
Okay.
Pretty self-explanatory. We've got neighbours that write in their confessions.
Okay.
I've got the first one, then Steph will go after me, but my one is from an anonymous neighbour,
Mm.
and this one's called Over My Dead Body. My daughter is a listener of yours, so I'm hoping you can talk some sense into her. She brought home a bloke I didn't like. I try to be nice, but I could tell within 10 minutes he was an idiot. Called me champ in my own kitchen. Ooh, yeah.
In jail, that's bad stuff.
Yeah, in jail, like Dad's been there. Okay.
No, I haven't.
No, that was a joke. Anyway, okay, when they went inside, I had a look at his car. Not inside it, just walked past in the driveway and noticed the tyres were bald and there were a few empty cans in the back. I told my daughter she wasn't getting in that car. She lost it and said I was looking for reasons to hate him. Maybe I was, but I also think if a man can't keep his car safe, he's probably not the man I want driving my daughter around. She says I embarrassed her and treated her like a child. I think I'm in the right. I don't care if I came across as the bad guy, as long as she's safe. Surely a dad's allowed to trust his gut when his daughter brings home a bloke who feels wrong. Can you talk some sense into her?
When you guys were younger, this probably hasn't got a lot to do with it, but there was a guy out the front
Yeah.
dropping wheelies, putting oil on the ground and dropping wheelies right outside,
Really?
on our street.
Okay.
I walked out with a baseball bat and I tapped on his window
Mm-hmm.
and I said, wind your window down. And he wound his window down and I looked and he was a kid who actually, you went missing. You or it might have been one of you. It might have been Brianna actually.
Brianna ran away when she was little.
No, she went to a friend's house
Oh.
and this kid
Oh.
was fantastic and he helped look for Brie and I just felt like an absolute heel for going over the top with it. When it comes to you guys and having boyfriends and that, I try and keep out of it. As I said, if you're with a guy, you like him, if his car's in a bit of disarray, I'd probably say to him, listen, mate, if you're driving my daughter around,
Yep.
at least get new tyres because, you know, they keep you on the road.
Yep.
And if your tyres are no good, you could end up in an accident. I don't really want my daughter to be in an accident.
Yep.
So I could go down that line.
Do we say this guy's a goose, get rid of him?
He's a goose, but at the end of the day, you've got to
Make that decision.
You've got to make the decision
That's
whether
very
you're
true.
with him or not.
That's very true.
I'm not with him.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. I think that's a fair call as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
You've got to make that decision at the end of the day.
But everyone's different, and it's not that I care about you guys less.
yeah.
Don't worry. If it went to another level, then I'd say something. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But on that alone, maybe not.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe not.
Yep,
Okay.
fair enough. So
Yeah.
I've got one and it's from our neighbour Georgia and it's called Dad Walked In.
On what?
Right. Okay. I'm living at home while I save money and my boyfriend stayed over for the first time.
Oh, here we go.
My dad is pretty relaxed, but still very much a dad. We were trying to be respectful and quiet, but at one point, my boyfriend knocked a glass of water off the bedside table. It smashed. Dad came running in because he thought I'd hurt myself.
Okay.
Oh, God.
He opened the door, saw far too much,
Oh.
and said, "For God's sake," and walked back out. No one has spoken about it since. My boyfriend wants to come over again and says we should act normal. Dad keeps being weirdly polite to him now, which is almost worse. So my question for the pod is, do I address it with Dad or do we all silently agree to pretend the worst family moment of my life never happened?
I'd be interested to see how long she was actually going out with this guy for. Because if he was
It's his first time over there.
First time there.
First time there.
Ooh.
Are they boyfriend, girlfriend, or are they just dating?
They're boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it,
No.
especially if a guy just came in. But I wouldn't be happy with you either.
Okay.
You got to show some respect.
So then what does she do? She's saying, do I address it with Dad like an adult, or do we all just silently agree to pretend to move on?
I mean, you say some shit on this podcast that I don't even want to hear, let alone catch you with your knickers down. I don't know how I'd react, Steph. I really don't.
Well, remember one of the times one of Holly's boyfriends back in the day,
Oh, my God.
we were
hilarious.
all at home asleep and he was out on one, absolutely on one.
Yes,
And
and he
back
came
to
over
ours.
yes,
and he got naked
yes,
and he got on our roof.
yes. Smallest dick I've ever seen.
It would have been cold in the middle of the night, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
well, it was
give
cold
him a
out.
bit of a
It
chance.
was cold out there.
Yeah, it would have been freezing.
And you don't have to, you might be a shower or a grower.
That's
I
it. So we
understand
can't judge the guy for that. That's not very fair.
You had to help him in the window, didn't you?
that. Oh, fuck yeah.
So my memory from it was he was absolutely blind on the roof, completely starkers, just
You can-
out there.
You can call it blind if you want.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And then you've got him in the house and then sat downstairs with him and he basically just sat there in the nud.
Yeah, but I didn't judge him.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I mean. I don't understand some of these. I mean, every situation's different.
Yeah.
But
And
sometimes,
did you hold anything against him in that moment?
Not really.
Nah.
But I'd known him a little while.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he was a
true.
good kid. It was like a
And
bit
we
of
were
a moment.
young. We were young
Yeah.
too.
And I knew she loved him.
Yeah. So you were like, right, we'll get past this.
Yeah.
From memory,
Good one.
how did you handle it on the other side? Did
Never
we talk
said a
about?
word to him about
No,
it.
you fucking, that's bullshit.
What? I can't.
You literally said to him, you were pissing yourself. I remember being in the room and you said, mate, I need a fucking magnifying glass to see that thing.
Oh, you mean like that? You
And
mean
I
like
swear-
that? Yeah, but
yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't bag him out.
No.
for it.
Dad was never serious. And to be fair, this is probably also why a lot of the guys we dated would love Dad too, because he would sort of approach things in a funny, lighthearted way where he'd almost talk to them like a mate, like he'd be like, do you even have a dick? Like type thing. Because I couldn't see it. And then I think at the time he was like, it was cold, Bobby, like blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I gave that whole excuse.
Yeah,
So
well,
we did talk about it.
I'm just pretty easy going like that, unless they step over
Cross the line.
cross a line.
Yeah. And then it's on. Okay. Well, that actually brings us to the end of confessions,
Yes.
but you're not going anywhere, Dad. This is my favorite segment of all time,
Ooh.
and it's called the sealed section.
Oh,
Are you ready for this?
let's go.
Do you know what the sealed section is?
Yeah, it's probably got something to do with sex and shit like that.
Yeah.
It does. You've got the first
I've
one.
got the first one. This one's called Condoms in the Bathroom Drawer.
Yeah.
And this is another anonymous neighbour.
Okay.
Okay. I still live at home and my dad found condoms in my bathroom drawer. I'm a grown woman, but he puts me on blast like I was 15.
Yeah.
He said, you're not having sex under my roof. He also confiscated the condoms, like actually took them.
Mm.
I get that it's his house, but surely if he wants to play not under my roof game, taking away protection is the dumbest move possible because obviously I'm not going to stop. Do I confront Dad like an adult and tell him he's being ridiculous? Or does he clearly prefer the version where I lie, hide everything, and just don't get caught?
If you know your old man's going to be like that, don't have sex at home.
Where do you go? To a park?
Well, go to your boyfriend's joint and have it at his place
Yeah, that's true.
and see how his parents like it.
But what do you think about the move of the dad removing the condoms?
He might have needed them.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly.
Look, I don't ask you guys about what you do.
Yeah.
I don't
Thank God
want
for
to
that.
know about what
Jesus.
you do.
Yep.
When I listen
wanna
to
tell
the
ya.
pod, I find out things that you've done. I don't exactly like listening to it. You do what you do.
That's
I mean,
it.
but at the end of the day, this anonymous person has to talk to her
Dad.
father.
And say what?
She probably should say, "I'll respect your boundaries,
Yeah.
but you've got to respect me as well. And I'm an adult, and I'll do what I want to fucking do."
If he was to turn around and say, well, you're not getting those condoms back because you're not having sex under my roof.
Well, I'd go and buy some more. They're not that expensive.
Okay, cool. So that's your approach. You'd be like, cool, yep, no
Woolworths
worries.
have them. Coles have them.
True. They do.
Yeah, and it's
Perfect.
It's easy to buy them now. Geez, I remember when I bought my first lot.
Go on.
I was 15. I walked into the city. I walked into a chemist. I've grabbed some hand cream, some this, some that. The hand cream wasn't for what you think it was for, but I just didn't want to. I was just working around the condoms because I was embarrassed as fuck. You wouldn't believe it.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, what? So you were just like shopping around, grabbing a few other things to make it look like you were getting some groceries?
Tissues, moisturiser.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, I'll have some of them.
Oh, no.
Because you're talking 1975, 1976.
This is what I mean, where sex was a bit more taboo.
Well, it wasn't like it is now. You know, I went through the motions that a lot of young blokes did.
Did you ever pinch any of your brother's condoms?
I mean, when I was 15, my brother was nearly 40.
Yeah, but okay. True.
Yeah, I don't think he'd even know what a condom was.
You would. Maybe not. Who knows?
Well, he had kids by then.
True.
He had all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah, right.
Fair.
Do you reckon that would have been a common story for men your age back then?
100%.
As in, it would have been awkward them going to get condoms for the first time?
100%.
What, could you only get them at a chemist?
In those days, yeah.
You couldn't get them at like a Coles or a Woolies?
I didn't even think there was a Coles or a Woolies around in
Wasn't
those
it really
days.
hard to get like extra small?
No, I'm not going to
here
go
we
there.
go.
I'm not going to go there. It'll only get cut.
It will get cut.
One more thing though, the daughter's still living in his house.
Yes.
Does he have the right to be like, you're in my house, mate, and you're also an adult, but this is my house, my rules, so I'm not happy with that?
I'd have to agree with that. But
Yeah.
but I'm not going to stick my head into your business either.
Yeah.
Just I don't want to know about it.
Cool. Okay. Yep.
Okay. If all of a sudden I know about it, you might have a problem.
So she should tell him like, yep, fair enough, Dad, I can respect those boundaries. And then she's basically just got to do it on the sly.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough.
I think
Yep.
so.
Yep, I think so too.
I feel like a lot of people, that's a
Just-
common answer.
Just don't turn my place of residence into a fucking
Sex
brothel.
den. Yeah,
Fair
true.
enough. Fair enough.
Just don't do it.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Okay, we won't. Okay. Now this one, which I feel you have your own story from, but I don't know, I could be wrong. This one is called prostate exam request.
Oh,
And this is from Gary.
I've had one of them.
Oh, I don't think I want to know. All right. And Gary says, I've been putting off going to the doctor for a prostate check because it's embarrassing and I hate doctors. I was talking to one of my closest mates about it after a few beers and asked if he could just check for me so I didn't have to actually book an appointment.
What the fuck?
He looked at me like I was not all there and hasn't replied to me since. Am I completely in the wrong for asking? I feel like a mate should understand. I'd do it for him, better a mate than a random doctor. Not normal to ask your friends.
There's no way known I let my friends stick their finger up my ass. Fuck me. It was hard enough letting a doctor stick his finger up my ass.
I feel like you said it was like one of the best days of your life.
Pig's fucking ass. He had fingers like a bunch of bananas. And he was rough too.
Was he?
Yes. No. The pelvic floor specialist was one of the best days of my life.
Oh, I know I have to ask for the sake of this pod, but I don't want to. What do you mean, pelvic floor specialist?
After the operation that I had to lose the weight, I had some problems.
Pooing.
No. No, but I had pains in my groin.
Oh, right.
And
so they had to check your pelvic floor.
they have, when they do the operation, they move your liver, they do all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They do this, they do that. You had catheters in and all sorts of stuff. So there was
The whole thing.
obviously damage done.
Right.
And I ended up with pain down there, and I figured that it was lower back related.
Right.
But I had to go to a pelvic floor specialist, which is usually only women go.
Yeah, okay.
So after the exams,
yes.
not by my friend,
Okay, so Gary,
and,
bit odd.
and after I go to this pelvic floor specialist, and I'm the only male in the whole place.
Right. Loving
Am I allowed
yourself sick.
am I allowed to tell you this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
And I'm the only male in the whole place. The reception's all female. The doctors are all female.
Yeah.
The people in the waiting room are all female.
Yep.
And I thought maybe there's a male working here, and I didn't know what I was in for.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So anyway, I walk in, and this woman walks out, and she's about 28, 30 years old, and she looks like Taylor Swift. And
Oh, God.
she said, "Get naked. Just put this paper towel over you, and
Yeah.
I thought she was going to maybe
Have a feel
have
around.
a feel underneath.
Yeah.
She just grabbed it and threw it away. I'm just laying there. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she grabbed me by the
Gonads.
testicles.
Yeah.
And you know what she said?
Go on.
On what?
Cough.
How does that feel? I'm like, how the fuck do you think that feels? And then I can't tell you the story.
She checked your pelvic floor.
And you know how they do that?
Oh, okay. You're going to tell me. Go on.
They have to stick their finger up your blurter.
What's your blurter?
Your
Your
bum.
ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she's
She wasn't.
she's sticking her finger in and saying, how does that? And she's just gently going. on
She
how's
did
it-
not.
She asked me how it felt twice. And I'm
She-
like, what the fuck? What do you think?
What the fuck, Taylor Swift?
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, she ended up saying, I am a pelvic floor physio. And I've gone,
She
"Oh."
did say, I'm actually not a doctor. I can't
No, no.
I've got a concert after
She
this.
said, I am a pelvic floor physio. And I went, yeah. And she said, do you know what we do? I went, no. And so she inserted the digit and after the guy with the bunch of banana fingers with the prostate exam,
Oh.
I thought,
This is going to be.
your fingers found a home here.
Oh my God.
And it was the greatest thing. And anyway,
I'm going to vomit.
no, I know. I told you didn't want me to tell the story.
Nah,
Anyway,
they found a home. Just
almost found a home because she was telling me to tighten the pelvic floor, do
yes.
this, do
yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it does.
Well, you asked for the fucking story. Anyway, she said, your pelvic floor is fine. And she said, I think your problem's lower back related. And I went, okay.
Jesus.
Okay. And she said, you don't have to come back again. And I almost said, why not?
You said, but can I?
So anyway, I told my mates at work and they're like, where the fuck does this shit
Can I have her number?
So that's a true story. That's a true
Wow.
story.
All
Now, and I
right.
forget why I told it now.
Because Gary, one of
Yes.
our neighbours.
Oh, Gary's a worry, actually.
So Gary, just go to the doctor because your mate shouldn't have to do it.
well, the mate doesn't have.
Wait, why would you ask your mate to stick their finger up your ass?
Okay.
Well, the
yeah.
mate doesn't. The mate probably doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, that's the other thing.
Exactly.
This guy who gave me the prostate exam was rough and fucking hurt.
Nah.
But he knew straight away. He said, no, you're fine.
Gary, go to the doctor, let the doctor do it. Tell your mate that you were only joking.
I can't believe I'm getting so far into this. But yeah, just go to the fucking doctor
Okay.
and leave me alone, mate.
And don't even acknowledge it with your friend. Just pretend it never happened.
I don't know if as a friend you could ever forget that happened. Get real, Gary.
Get real, Gary. You can't be asking your friends these things. You've got to go to the doctors, mate.
That's bullshit story.
Okay.
Bullshit story.
All right. Dad, that's it. That's all we've got.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all we've got. That's all the submissions
Started
for this
off
week.
PG. It's ended R-rated, I reckon.
But to be fair, it was After Dark.
Exactly right.
That's what After Dark's all about.
Well, that didn't hurt as much as a finger up my ass.
Well,
That's for sure.
I'm glad. Oh, well, thanks for coming over, Dad.
Yeah,
we loved
thanks for
having you
that.
on.
Thank you, girls. I
Plenty more
appreciate it.
stories. Yeah, of course. You're a natural. Dad, you're the best. We love you. All right. Anyway, guys, until next week. Bye.
See ya.
And stay away from Gary.